So I was going to change the song and Spirit said keep it. Okay. So I did not change it. I paused. The song is My World is Empty Without You, the Supremes. Okay. This could be someone from the past. This could be a new person, but this is somebody who feels like you are their entire world. Okay. Some of you could have just listened to the Supremes. Okay, some of you really like Motown music. It's recently been on a playlist, but there's someone here who feels like you are their whole world. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is someone who could picture a life with you. Somebody who's thought about a life with you. The song right now, Reach Out and Touch. Maybe it's waiting on someone to reach out, or waiting on someone to reinitiate something, or waiting on something to be reconnected. Now, this doesn't have to be a past love. This could be a new love, okay? Bye, Kirky. This could be a new love. This could be past or new. Let's not make assumptions, because they make an A out of you and me, okay? What is love for this collective like in the past? What do we need to know about that? Oh. So I actually feel like in the past there was this energy of feeling like there was something here that you didn't know if you could trust, okay? I think for this collective as well, you have been through this period here of healing. Some of you have recently been doing more self-care, maybe more meditation, and maybe even there was one specific connection. It could even be this one that you've become fed up with, or maybe you've become over it just because you felt like you had to give up on it, because there was a part of you that felt like if you continued to invest yourself in this connection, maybe you felt like it was making you look stupid, to be honest. I feel like this might have been a collective that was like, oh, I cannot in good conscience continue to wait on this or focus on this or give my energy to this, for some of you, okay? And I feel like this energy is like, yeah, just being frustrated over the situation and taking your energy back and focusing it on yourself. But currently, there is new optimism here. There's new optimism here. Love you, Christine. There's new optimism. There's this awareness of the fact that something is changing in a positive way. Could be a water sign you're connected to, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I also have Virgo energy here. Okay. Who is this person to my collective? Oh, damn. Y'all, here's the thing. You may have been over the situation, but you ain't over this person. If you are over this person, it's not your reading, and that's okay too. We've got cajillions of readings on this platform and otherwise. There's a plethora of other options. If you are over the situation but not the person, this is your reading. This is a collective that, yeah, is at this point where you're like, I have nothing left that I can do here, so you have pulled your energy back, but you are wanting this person to reach out or wanting this person to reinitiate things in order to fix things or in order to be able to meet you where you are, to be able to move forward together. But you're not budging. You're not budging. You're not moving from the position you're in because you are fed up. You are frustrated. You are in this situation, like not having the situation as it was. And like, you don't want to be in a state in which there's like a relationship in your life just causes you anxiety. Okay. So yeah, there is this energy of like, you're frustrated with the situation. You've taken your energy, you've taken your power back. But if this person comes forward with good intentions and can win you back. And when I say win you back, like they'll have to win you. They'll have to romance you. They'll have to wine and dine you. They'll have to make you feel seen, appreciated, loved. If they come forward with this energy of meeting you where you are emotionally, because this is the energy of the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups implies that you have already made an offer here, or you've already expressed yourself and your intentions, but they've never met you in that place. And there's this desire here to be able to have them come towards you, come forward, to meet you in that state of equivalency. To not only receive what you're offering, but reciprocate it back in return. Okay? I feel Cancerian energy here strongly. You could have strong Cancer in your chart. Again, Virgo as well, significant here. I also have Gemini energy. Okay? This person, again, for both of you on both sides, this is seen as long-term relationship. Both of you feel like you are each other's person emotionally. Both of you feel like you're supposed to be together emotionally. Okay? What is this person's current vision of the collective in their relationship? Oh, damn. They feel like you've closed the cycle with them. Some of you have. Some of you might have closed the cycle with this person. They question whether you trust them. Damn. That's what happened here. You gave your whole heart to this person. They received that for a long time, but then eventually they couldn't solidify the relationship, and now they feel like you don't believe anymore. You don't believe in them. You don't believe in the relationship, or you don't believe in the hope and the potential like you used to. You don't fully trust. And it's like, you've lost hope. They're seeing you as having lost hope and closing the chapter until they can come forward and help you renew that faith or hope. So yeah, because you've lost hope, because you're not really expecting anything from them, isn't that the worst place to be in a relationship? When you're like, I literally can expect nothing from you. Because how can you continue to open your heart to someone if you can't expect anything? If you could never be optimistic, if you could never feel hopeful about the future. It's kind of like, yeah, it's a bit of that like a wet blanket energy, right? It's this energy of just feeling apathetic. Like, how can you really care if there isn't hope? So it's like it's taken the wind out of your sails. It's taken the wind out of your sails. That's the best way to describe this. And when you came in initially with this relationship, you were the hopeful optimist. You were the one that's like, against all odds, this love will work because the love is strong and pure and genuine. That was you initially. You came in like believing in the fairy tale, maybe even expressing what you felt to this person and like, disregarding red flags or disregarding opposition or blockages or delays because you believed in the love. You really did. Above all, your heart was pure. But now you don't believe that love can conquer all. That's what this is. You don't believe that love can conquer all, but both of you still feel connected to each other, regardless of the fact that this relationship feels stuck. It feels like, it's currently, at least from your perspective, it's not moving forward. There's still this feeling on your side of being held on to by this person. Like maybe you feel like they're pulling on your energy. Maybe you feel like they're holding on to you, but not doing anything about it. You're frustrated. But yeah, you've checked out of the relationship. You have. Okay. Oh, damn. What is this? What is my collective desiring from this person, if anything? You want clarity. You want openness. You want truth. Some of you just want a conversation just to clear the air. But for others, it's like you do want to move forward, but you only want to do so from a place of transparency and truth. I feel like you view this damn, do you love this person? I feel like this is a collective that wants so badly to just be mad at this person and excommunicate them like you do. You really want to just be mad and just be like, nah, get away from it. But it's like you can't. You could never really be mad at this person. Honestly, I think it's a gift and a curse. I feel this energy of like, no matter how much you just wanting to just close the door on this person, it's like there are always parts of you that will love this person no matter what. Okay. So what is the last action my collective took towards this energy so they know it's their reading? Damn. Yeah, the last action you took towards this person was protected yourself. You protected yourself. You took a step back and you focused on yourself. And really, I feel like you defended yourself. You could have put a boundary in place. You could have asserted yourself in some way. This is the energy of self-protection. Okay, self-protection. And asserting your authority as well. Okay. Any energy here around this? Yeah, some of you chose yourself and ended the relationship. That's Fatima. That's a lot of what this is too. Nine of Pentacles. Some of you were like, I choose me. I'm ending the relationship. I'm fed up with this. I'm not having this. I'm going to focus on my healing, even though you love this person. That's the hardest thing to do when you love someone more than anything and you have to end a relationship, because it's not a lack of love. It's a lack of respect. From your view, at least. Okay? Okay. What does this person want to say to my collective, if anything? Damn. They feel like you're confusing them. They feel like you're a mystery. This is somebody who wants you to know that the two of you could heal each other. Like, they don't want you to feel like you have to heal on your own, or that this is a relationship that has to be in separation permanently if that's where you are. This is somebody who wants to be able to take care of you. And I feel like right now they have not been taking care of you. Truthfully, I feel like they could have been causing some of these wounds that you're healing from. Okay? This is somebody who dreams about you constantly and is constantly reminded of you and prays for you. Somebody who does feel your energy quite strongly. Okay? I feel this energy here of this person not wanting to let you go. What is it they're trying to hold on to with my collective? Damn. They've never felt intimacy like they feel with you. The bond that they have with you is something that they haven't, of course, been able to replace. Okay? What is at the core of this relationship's problem right now? Yeah, there's a conflict here. There's a continual conflict. There's a continual conflict in which you don't feel nurtured. You don't feel like there's compassion to your needs. Okay? You feel, for some of you as well, for some, Yeah, you feel like there hasn't been transparency and there's no trust. And then for others, you feel like this person isn't giving you what you need energetically. Like you don't feel excited. I have one more spot, Taylor. One more spot. You don't feel excited about it because you feel like this person is not giving you anything to work with. Damn. Okay. So what are their next steps towards my collective at this time? What do we need to know? Okay, honestly, I'll take yours, Sarah and Taylor, if you guys want to book. Honestly, I feel this person for the first time is actually going to come forward and provide you clarity about your relationship's foundation. Okay? This is somebody who wants to let you know that they do see a life with you. They do see a life with you. They do want this relationship to be successful. They don't want to lose you. They feel like having you in their life would make them more successful or would help them, you know, essentially even level up. It's like something about you as a partner feels like it could make them feel like they have a victory in their life, or it would make them feel like they're achieving something. Again, somebody of your magnitude. They admire you. They're very impressed by you, right? Like, this is definitely somebody who puts you on a bit of a pedestal. But the challenge here is what they say and what they do feels like it's very different. Feels like it's very different. So some of you specifically dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn energy here. Okay. Should my collective trust this energy here? Should they trust it? Take some time. Take some time before you evaluate, before you decide. I do see for some of you, you are going to get communication from this person in the next 8 days specifically. They are going to try to get on the same page. They're going to try to make a plan here with you of some kind. But I'm going to be honest. I see a lot of people in this reading. Okay. I see potentially multiple people on their side. Could be like multiple people on their side. I see multiple people on your side too. It's a very complicated. It's complicated. Relationship status. It's complicated. There's a lot of people in this reading. Okay. There is a lot of people in this reading. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies in this reading. 5. What is this romper room situation? Okay. What is this romper? What in the romper room is happening here? Okay. What in the key party is happening here? There's a lot going on both sides. I feel like on your side, you have somebody that's you're not taking seriously that's trying to get your attention. On this person's side, they've got one person that is a long-term connection and then someone else that I see connected to them as well. But then I see them only focused on you. All the meanwhile, it's like both of you are doing anything but just being honest with each other. Damn. Okay. This is complicated. A very telenovela. It is a mess. It is a mess. Okay. Will this person come forward and just be honest and transparent? What do we need to know? I'm not trying to say this to blow smoke. I see a big change coming in for this collective. Okay. A big change coming in for this collective. If you're in this collective, here are the following confirmations. Okay. You will have to have strong earth energy in your chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Not take what resonates, leave it doesn't. No, take all the confirmations. If all the confirmations match, this is your reading. You have strong earth energy in your chart. Okay. I have the initials S and M. I also have O. That could be first, middle, or last. Okay. This is somebody who is older than you. Okay. This is somebody that you've had periods of on again, off again relationship with. Okay. This is definitely someone who's watching you actively. Watching you, focusing on you. This is someone who you might feel like, at least initially, you put them on a pedestal, but now you're seeing things very differently. The relationship feels like it's different. There's some type of connection through work or school. Okay. And I feel like a 6-degree separation situation where, yeah, maybe there's some type of shared network, or again, there's something where the two of you are connected to someone who you're both connected to. It feels like there's some type of overlap. Okay. I feel this energy as well of this person, like I said, still having a lot of karma to deal with on their side. A lot of karma to deal with on their side. What this person's next action, though, now that we're getting to the action, now that y'all have qualified that this is your reading, okay? This person's next action is to finally usher in a season of change here. Finally come forward to be able to make a major change. This is not a small, subtle, incremental change. This is not someone coming in just to have a conversation, just to communicate, because I feel like you've had that in the past with this person. Here's another sign that this is your reading. You've put the boundaries with this person in place, and some of you ended it fully with this person. It could be like months ago. I feel this energy of like you haven't been communicating. This person trying to detach, trying to pretend that everything was fine, maybe even acting like they were disinterested or aloof, okay? Acting unbothered, focusing on work, focusing on success status. All the meanwhile, the cycle hadn't been closed, okay? Trying to pretend that that was enough for them to feel happy, they weren't. Spoiler alert, they're not, okay? And I feel you on this side, still connected to them emotionally, but you are silent. Keeping silent. You're not giving up anything at this time. Some of you very full lips are a confirmation. Some of you blue eyes are a confirmation, okay? But I see things are quiet at this time, very quiet. And quiet because you're making healthier choices for yourself. You are focusing on self-love, self-care, being happier in your love, in life, all areas. Because you're fed up, you're over it. And some of you are even starting to question whether this person can ever offer you true intimacy consistently. Some of you, this started off as like a sneaky link situation, situationship, third-party situation. It started off that way. Maybe it started off just purely based on intimacy. Purely based on chemistry, attraction, but then it grew to be something so much more. And now this person is still trying to appeal to you from that lens. Still trying to appeal to you from the lens of, I just want a sneaky, and you're like, absolutely not. And that's why you ended things. You ended things because you couldn't trust them. You ended things because the more you healed, you recognized that you deserved more, and you wanted to have hope again. You wanted to have hope again. You wanted to be in a relationship where you could actually expect more. You might have thought this was toxic, or again, that you were just incompatible. Incompatible. And for a lot of you, I feel like this person said sorry multiple times, but nothing changed. That's another confirmation. You received a lot of apologies, but no changes in their efforts. Okay? So, what is the final advice for this collective? Should they accept this? Should they accept this? Damn. Some of you... This is going to be good for the ego. I'll be honest. For some of you, you're going to accept this or receive this just because it's going to feel good to get a confirmation or to get the validation. But the question is, are they actually able to offer you the relationship that you're desiring, right? They're going to make the changes, but are they on your level? Some of you, maybe you'll realize when this person comes forward that they're not on your level. That there's still something that prevents them from being like truly able to connect to you emotionally, intimately, vulnerably. Okay. I feel this energy of like really questioning things, like any acceptance of this temporarily from a standpoint of ego could render you in a situation where you continue to deal in the relationship from a place of ego. See how that works? When we make decisions on a circumstance based on our ego, then we get stuck in a dynamic that has been baked in based on this assumption that the ego rules versus the spirit, versus the heart, versus the soul, versus the aspects of ourselves that are true to who we are. So the question is, if you accept something based on ego because you want this person to see you, to validate you, to confirm, to choose you, is that aligned with who you are at this time? Does this feel true to you? Because for some of you, yes, you do love this person, but you're also so fed up with this behavior. You're so fed up with this behavior and you feel like there's something here that's toxic. So some of you, yeah, it may question like, am I just accepting this because of this reverting back into an old identity that comes from a place of abandonment, fearing abandonment? So you're like, oh, they're back. Let me hold on to this ego, right? Fear. Let me hold on to this. But I feel at this time in this collective, you have the luxury of choice. You have the ability to actually assess this objectively. Is this right for you? Is this actually right for you? And for many of you, you're not going to be convinced when they come forward that they're fully ready. Only again, because I feel like you're seeing them differently now. You're seeing them differently now. Okay, so final advice moving forward for this collective. How should they operate in this place and space? For some of you, the advice is just to keep moving on. Keep moving forward. Okay, as hard as that is, for some of you, the advice is to follow your intuition, which has been telling you that you need to take charge and action towards your own life. Okay, you need to be able to listen deeply to the messages Spirit's providing you around honesty and communication. That's the key. This entire reading centers around truth, honesty, communication. You feel like this person never really gave you the full truth. You feel like there was always a lack of full disclosure. And maybe initially, because you came from a wounded place, because you were coming from your trauma history, you didn't require them to be truthful. You were just happy that they stayed. But now that you have healed the part of you that requires someone to be in a state of integrity, you will no longer accept anything disingenuous, any inauthenticity, any lack of truth or clarity. You have outgrown it. In fact, if anything, you will repel it. For some of you, you will almost have like this feeling of like disgust or violation. When someone's not being truthful with you, you're going to feel like that violation of your character. So in this instance, you will have to ask yourself, does this feel true to who I am now? Okay? Because yes, this person is coming forward because they want to make a change, but I still feel like there's energies that they're connected to outside of them that they're not being fully truthful with. I still feel like there's other things that they're not being, fully disclosing to you or otherwise. Okay? Final advice, as we say. Final advice. You have raised your vibration. You have elevated. Okay? You have done the work. You are ready to be able to attract higher elevation partners. And for some of you as well, you have to respect the transformation you've undergone. Okay? That's the message. If I had to summarize this entire reading, the synopsis of this reading, respect your transformation. Respect the effort and the determination and the will and the sweat equity that went into that transformation. Now that you're on the other side of this powerful transformation, you must honor it. You must honor it. Okay? You can love someone and still know that they don't deserve to step into a new cycle with you. Okay? So I hope this message was helpful for my collective. Sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you enjoyed this collective reading, 1111 down below to let me know. Yeah, some of you need to check yourself and say, am I just wanting this person to come back forward to be validated? A lot of you do. Because the moment they come back forward but start to go back to their old behaviors, you're going to be like, ew, this again? Like it's boring, it's uninteresting, you're fed up, you're over it. Okay? So yeah, for a lot of you, you have to ask yourself, what are my motives in desiring this? What are my true motives? Not what I'm saying, not what I'm telling my favorite reader. What are my true motives? Okay? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yes, you matter. And you have been making better choices for yourself. That's the other thing. Someone asked me the other day how to define self-esteem. Self-esteem is the act of making good choices for yourself consistently. Showing yourself that you can respect yourself. That's how you build self-esteem. It's not as complicated as people make it out to be. It's just make good choices for yourself consistently. And show yourself on the record that you got yourself. Like you are holding yourself down. You are taking care of your needs. You are supporting yourself. You're respecting yourself. You're loving yourself. Right now, that's where I feel like this collective is. You're happier than you've ever been. I feel like you have been really making healthy choices lately. Okay? So now that you've built up the self-esteem, what are you going to do with it?